Good morning. It is March 1st and we are in the garden today. We are still in the middle of revamping our garden, but I have to get some of these cold weather crops in. So today, Zone 7A, we're planting cabbage. So come on, let's grow it anyway.
Welcome to Grow It Anyway, where imperfect gardens still grow. If your plants don't look Pinterest perfect, you're in the right place. So come on, let's grow it anyway together.
So if you recall, I planted by seed several cabbages and I was potting them up. And now I need to take them and put them in the garden. It is getting way too hot in my greenhouse for them. The weather here in Oklahoma, we're in our false spring, meaning it is absolutely beautiful. We have beautiful days. We still have cool nights. I think yesterday the high was 79, 80 degrees. Today the high is in the upper 70s again. And it's just too hot for my cold weather crops. So what I'm gonna start doing is I'm gonna start moving them down to the garden. We're in the middle of revamping our garden. So our garden is not ready for spring, except I do have a few beds that are ready to go. This is one of them. And it is one that I've designated for my brassicas because it gets quite a bit of shade during the day. And I am just gonna start putting out my cabbage today. So I wanted to share that with you. Remember this guy, the one that had all the frostbite, and we were just gonna see if he was gonna make a cabbage? Well, today is his day. So we're gonna put him in the greenhouse, and we're not putting him in the greenhouse. We're taking him out of the greenhouse and trying to give him a little bit cooler climates, because whenever it gets 70 here, it's 90 plus in the greenhouse. And it's just, some of my cabbages are really starting to struggle, including this one, which is a red cabbage. It's a Salad Delight red cabbage. It's moist. It's just a little wilty. I don't know if this little girl is gonna make it, but we're gonna go ahead and try to put her out and see if we can give her a little bit better conditions that she'll thrive. I have too many cabbages for this bed. This is a 3x8 bed that we just filled. We put really good soil in here. I've amended it a little bit in that knowing that I'm doing nitrogen rich, or these cabbages take a lot of nitrogen. So I put some extra, boosted it with some extra nitrogen. I've watered it in and it's ready to plant. So we're gonna pick out some of our cabbages. I'm estimating that I can put in here probably maybe 8 cabbages. Cabbages get big, and so they need to have a lot of space. The last cabbages that I planted them probably every 6 inches, and it was they're never gonna get big. So we're gonna just place probably about, I don't know, maybe we're gonna just see how many we can get in here. So we'll just come along and do that with me. Some of my cabbages, I set them outside the greenhouse, let them get some sun and some breeze is kind of hardening them off. And I turned my back for just a few seconds, and my chickens that were free ranging at the time found them. So a lot of my cabbages, this is not pest damage, unless you call a chicken a pest. It is not looking great. So I may not put all of, definitely not gonna put all of these out, but we're gonna trim some of these that the chickens have delighted in and enjoyed. I don't think that it didn't kill the plants, that does not look pretty. But we're gonna see what we're gonna do today. And yeah, let's plant some cabbage. So here's my bed. I have set everything out. I've got it mulched already. So I am gonna have to, take back this mulch and get it ready. Oh, there's one of the culprits right there. Debbie, you need to go away. Debbie, you need to go away. She's trying to get some cabbage. So we are just going to peel back this first layer of mulch and then start placing and planting. So that's what we're going to do next. Now that I have all my cabbage laid out, I've figured that I'm going to put red cabbage in the middle here, and I've got all of my mulch pushed aside. I am going to go ahead and put these in about every foot, 18 inches. So they'll have plenty of space on either side. Okay, so let's get to planting. First thing you do is pop this little guy out, and let's check the roots. Oh, it's not too bad. It's not really root bound at all, but I'm gonna go ahead and loosen those up. It's nice and moist in there, not overly so. And if you don't have one of these, I highly, highly, highly recommend this. This is a Hori Hori. I don't know what brand this is. Doesn't matter what brand, but on here, it's got your measurements. You see that? It also has this nice little bottle opener in case you want to open, a beverage. It also has a serrated edge and a flat edge. I wouldn't say it's not as sharp as a kitchen knife or something. It's fairly dull, but you can sharpen it. I have used this to cut everything from string to boxes to you name it. Great tool. I don't even use one of these anymore because I've bent these up so much and destroyed so many of them. I only use these whenever I'm not digging, whenever I need to just transfer something. So let's get started. So we've got all our mulch pulled back. I am just going to make a hole about as deep and wide as this little root ball is going to need. The other thing I'm going to do is I am going to put some worm castings in. Worm castings are worm poop, and they're high in nitrogen. Cabbages and most of your brassicas take a lot of nitrogen. So this is like a slow release, organic, just a really good natural source of nitrogen. It's not like a synthetic fertilizer, so it's not going to burn your roots or anything like that, but it's just going to be a nice source of nitrogen. I'm going to put this little guy down, nestle him in there, and cover him up. Easy as that. All right, let's get the rest of these done. First plant in the garden, 2026. Okay, so now you have it. I am not too hopeful on some of this red cabbage, but here we go. I am going to give the red cabbage a couple of days. I mean, look at that one. I don't know. I don't know if that's actually gonna work or not. But yeah, we got our bed done, our first bed of 2026. The next thing I will do is I will run my irrigation. I've still got to hook up my irrigation to this bed. I've got so much more cabbage. So I might try to put them under the peas. I might try to do that. I've got this bed right here that I'm planting peas in today because we've got to get the all of those peas. Look at these chickens. We got to get the peas in, so I think that would be a really great place to maybe place a couple. But I can't wait for you guys to see the garden overhaul. And it's a good thing that this old brassica bed, I'm just letting it go because everything died in it. But the chickens really do help out in the garden if you need their help. Otherwise, they tend to destroy things. So I can't wait until I've got my fence back up so they're not in my garden all the time. Okay, well, I think that's it. Thanks for joining me. And we're going to see how this little guy does. I hope for the best. So thanks for joining me today. And you know what? In the meantime, even if you don't know what you're doing, grow it anyway. Thanks for joining. One last thing I forgot to mention. So what I'm doing is I have in protecting it from the chickens until we get our garden fence up, but also protecting it from cabbage moths that are so prevalent here. I went ahead and put on my little cover. So yeah, we'll give you an update next time.